Discussion or questions by the council for the staff? Okay, hearing none, how would you like to proceed? I'll need a motion in a second, and then we'll do a roll call by Melissa.
I'll move to, excuse me, I apologize. I will move to approve the ordinance. Sorry, I drank too much coffee. Let's try it one more time. I move to approve the vacation request for Grant Avenue right-of-way.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to go ahead and grant the right-of-way use vacation request. And it's been moved and seconded. Are there any other comments on this? If hearing none, Melissa will do a roll call.
An ordinance providing for the vacation of a portion of Grant Avenue located west of North Main Street and east of North Cameron Street, found in Section 17 CD, Township 25, Range 13, west of the Willamette Meridian, Coos County, Oregon. Councilor DeNovo?
Aye.
Councilor Farmer?
Aye.
Councilor Kilmer?
Aye.
Councilor Marlar?
Aye.
Councilor Matthews?
Aye.
Councilor Miles?
Aye.
Mayor Benetti?
Aye.
Ordinance number 530 has been duly enacted.
So we went ahead and granted that right-of-way use vacation. And so I appreciate you coming down here and making the comments and taking that time. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting if you'd like. All right. Okay. I understand. Thanks again. You bet. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so I understand that Roger has a long PowerPoint, but we can't get it to work, so he's not going to do it. So there'll be no report from the city manager this evening.
That's correct.
So council comments. Drew, would you like to make a comment?
Not much. I'd just say pending election results, if we're not able to all gather as a group in this capacity again, it's been a pleasure, and that's all I got.
All right, Carmen.
Oh, wow. I'd like to echo that. It's been a pleasure to serve with all of you on the council. This has been an exciting first run at being in, I guess, politics, local civic politics, and I've appreciated everybody's efforts, and I wish everybody that is running for office luck tonight, and everybody be safe out there.
Thank you. Phil.
I'm not running, so I don't. Mine's in 2 years.
Neither am I. But,
So I don't have anything. I don't have anything tonight.
All right, Lucinda.
I'm going to echo Carmen and Drew. I wanted to take the opportunity to thank the voters who elected me into office 4 years ago. It's been an absolute honor to serve with this council. It's been an honor to work with the very talented city staff, and I look forward to later this evening finding out what the election results are, and I hope that I get the opportunity to serve with this very talented council again, and staff, so thank you.
Thanks. Stephanie.
Does it have as much impact if I say ditto?
yeah.
I couldn't have said it better. It's been an honor to serve. What I do want to say is I've heard some preliminary results of the number of ballots that have come in. It's kind of my job as a broadcaster. And the numbers are very high for percentage of ballots returned. Some that we haven't seen, but on rare occasions. And so I appreciate that people got out and voted. It's your way of participating in this process, and I appreciate you.
Thanks, Stephanie. Rob.
I don't have anything tonight.
All right, I'll just kind of tag along with all the rest of the comments. So for me, it's been 2 terms with this council. Lucinda's and Stephanie, and another term with and Phil, excuse me, and Phil, Carmen, and Morab. So and Drew, excuse me. So anyway, I've had this opportunity and pleasure to serve with 2 different facets of this council, and it's been wonderful, and we've accomplished a lot. I'm hoping I have the honor to continue on, so we'll see how the election results come in. And also, as Stephanie mentioned, it's been great to see so many votes cast and so many people interested in the election, this is something that we always want to see, that they get engaged. So anyway, it's been my pleasure. And with that, I will end or suspend or pause this council meeting, allow us to go in, because we're coming back in to do an executive session on the city manager's evaluation. But we'll go into an urban renewal that Stephanie will be handling. So I'll go ahead and suspend the meeting at this time.
All right, and then I will go ahead and convene the meeting of the Coos Bay Urban Renewal Agency. And our first item on the agenda is public comments. Anyone wish to make a public comment tonight? Sensing none, we'll move to item 2, which is the consent calendar. And how does the agency wish to proceed?
I move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
All right, we have a motion to approve the consent calendar and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is approval of miscellaneous roadway design services contract. Is Jim handling that
Yes,
tonight?
I'll
Okay.
take this one. Thank you. As you recall, the 4th Street rehab project bids came in about $700,000 less than we anticipated. And so at the October 6th agency meeting, the agency authorized staff to proceed with additional projects using the remaining funds. And that, as you might recall, is Alder Avenue between Highway 101 North and Highway 101 South. And then it's Birch, Date, and Cedar, each between northbound 101 and Front Street. So we're at the point now where we need to request design services, and we requested that from Civil West Engineering under our existing miscellaneous engineering services contract. And that's to provide not only design, but the project management services during the actual construction. Their fee for this service is not to exceed $90,000, and it's estimated that the construction cost of this project is in the range of $450,000. And that concludes my report.
All right, are there any questions? I had one. I just wanted to make sure, because we had some surprises that came with the 4th Street project when it came to the traffic signals. I noticed in the design services, there are some things, do we have the assurance that we're not going to have any, surprises sidewalk to sidewalk on these road projects?
Well, that's hopefully in the design phase that they'll discover those for
Okay.
us.
All right, so those will be noted if,
Yes, this is the time, phase of the project where these uh-ohs should be found.
okay. And then if there was anything that was unanticipated, there may be an adjustment,
That's correct.
higher or lower on the cost of.
Yes, that's correct.
Any other questions, comments? All right, how does the agency wish to proceed?
I move to authorize the city manager to enter into a contract to provide design and project management services for the additional roadway projects within the downtown urban renewal district for an amount not to exceed $90,000.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to authorize the city manager to enter into the contract for design and project management. Any comments? Then all those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Our last item on the agenda is the approval to proceed with refunding of Downtown District 2019A bonds and issuance of Downtown District 2020 refunding bonds. Approval would require an adoption of Resolution 20-06. Are you taking this, Nicole?
I am.
All right.
Thank you. So as you know, we just walked through a refinance of our general obligation bonds. And while we were there looking at our outstanding debt, we looked at some other potential debt issuances that we could have some savings on. We identified the Downtown's 2019 series as a potential, and so our financial advisor ran some numbers. because US Bank was awarded the GO bonds, we went right back to them and said, hey, we just got a great rate. What can you do for urban renewal? It's a little bit different of a financing scenario, so we didn't have the expectation they would meet that rate, but we were hopeful. Our initial estimates, we estimated hoping to get a 1.5% interest rate. They came back at 1.61, so we were a little bit discouraged by that. But I shared that, and our financial advisor went back to them and said, "What, can we do a little better?" They, you'll see on your desktop, they did come back late this afternoon at 1.51, and because we have a great partnership with our financial advisor and also with bond counsel, they both are willing to pitch in a bit by reducing their fees to help recapture some of that savings we were kind of hoping for initially. So we're going to save roughly about maybe $100,000. And then our interest rate's going to go from 2.86 down to the 1.51. Not really going to be a change in the length of the term, but we will be saving some taxpayer dollars.
Great.
Well done.
Yes, fantastic. Any questions? Comments? All right, how does the agency want to proceed with resolution 20-06?
I'll make a motion to adopt Resolution 20-06 to authorize the city manager, finance director, or their designee to act on behalf of the agency to negotiate and enter into a financing agreement for refunding of downtown 2019 A-Series bonds.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to adopt Resolution 20-06, which will authorize the city manager, finance director, or designee to act on behalf of this agency to negotiate and enter a financing agreement for refunding the downtown 2019 A-Series bonds. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. And
All right.
we are adjourned.
So we're back in session, the Coos Bay City Council regular meeting. And so we're going to be moving into executive session, and we will not be coming out and making any decision whatsoever. So anyway, we'll just take a few minutes to get squared away. Ken, thank you so much for attending. It's always
Nice
wonderful to see
seeing
you.
Thanks,
Good to see
Ken.
you, Ken.